It's time for thank you notes. Thank you all very much.
Hey everybody, this is Jonathan Miller, the hometown historian. We're going to do a short thank you notes and also a little bit of an update for the channel that sort of affects the immediate future. Not a bad thing, just reality. So unfortunately, you can see that there, I am back in a boot. Nothing's actually wrong. I've talked about how I had issue with another ulcer type thing on the right foot, and it was healing sort of when I transitioned from hospital boots to regular shoes. I wound out developing, because I was probably doing a little bit more walking than I should have, and I wound out developing a blister behind the big toe. It didn't open, it broke, but it stayed closed. But when I transitioned to the diabetic shoes, because they're just a lot tighter, it wound up breaking that open and creating an ulcer. Now, I've been keeping close watch on it, wrapping it, doing everything that I need to, putting the appropriate medications that my doctors gave me to put on it and take care of things. And it's almost completely healed, but it's just still there. So when I went to my podiatrist appointment yesterday, he was concerned, not because there's an infection or anything like that, but because of my history, things developing and becoming a problem. He's not taking any chances, so they put me in this specialized boot to sort of take the pressure off of the wound, so it heals a little bit quicker. This thing's from hell. The other boot I had, excuse me, on the left leg, they had it on me for when they did the surgery in the left leg to extend the heel cord. So basically, because they did this specific surgery, it you lose a lot of the movement in your ankle. So by extending this heel cord, and this is a real simple surgery where you go in the calf and I guess it's the Achilles, and it just sort of loosens it up a little bit so you have more maneuverability. Because I lost a lot of that maneuverability when I got the Charcot, where the foot sort of flattens and then moves outward, which is why they had to do the surgery that they had to do. So they want to keep that from happening in this right leg. Now at this stage, I'm not going to have to have that done, but it may have to happen. But so because of that, I'm not going to be trying to walk a whole lot because it is not the most fun in the world. So I'm going to be continuing to do some of these videos I've been doing, the Yuletide tales, the rest of the week. I also want to hit some of these other videos that the viewer submitted videos. I have a bunch of those. I'll probably do some more of the invention ones, but I'm going to concentrate a lot on probably the folk tales and the Yuletide tales will be some of them that I do. And then maybe by next week, try to get the hometown history tales started up again, and the heroines of hometown history as well, because those are two series I've been wanting to get those going again. I'll probably do the General Braddock video, because I do want to put another video out today, whether it's a folk tale or the General Braddock video that Angela sent. I want to do one of those as well today, because it's trying to keep it short. But so that's where we're at. Like, I'm not in any trouble or anything, guys. Just sort of, it's precautionary, but that does change what I'm able to do. I want to try to film Probably not today. I'm probably going to do both tomorrow, but St. Luke's Episcopal Church, we're meeting tomorrow at 3:30 to film the interior. So I might take advantage of while I'm there, going right across the street and filming First Evangelical Congregational Church, or what was originally that church, and then their building before, which is right there. I mean, it's all within a block, less than a block, half a block. So I may wind up doing that because I had my friend Robert get me a bunch of history on the church. So that'll be good. Let me pause. All right, so I had a phone call just come through just quick from the wound center because I had to go back and do a couple appointments there so they can watch the progress of this thing healing. So once that thing's healed with the diabetic shoes, I shouldn't have this problem anymore. It was just sort of circumstance of transitioning from one shoe to the other, and my feet didn't handle it excuse me, terribly well. A lot of it has to do with the positioning of the feet when you have these surgeries where an amputation's involved. The way you walk changes, and because of the major change in the left foot, not having any toes or the front of the foot anymore, I don't have anything to push off of, so the foot has a tendency to drag, and so I got to lift it up a little higher, which changes your walk substantially. So that's probably why it developed, because a lot more pressure was going on the front of that foot. And that's another reason why they're talking about potentially doing that heel cord surgery on the right leg, which is not, it's a pretty simple surgery. It's probably only like a half an hour, 20 minutes. Not thrilled about it, but that would keep the extra movement that you get from that, would keep all the pressure from going on that front big toe. And mainly, it's more than anything, it's trying to keep the Charcot from developing in the right foot as well, because then I would have to have the hoof surgery like I had on the left foot. I'm not thrilled about that, but it's worked out really well for the left foot so far. I just don't know how that's gonna. I would assume that would really affect my walking. I would never be able to walk without a cane ever again. So it is what it is. It's not like it's not anything like scary or anything like that, but it's just sort of is one of those things where it's a continuation of the process. But that aside, so this is what to expect in the channel next 2 weeks or so, because I'll probably have to keep this boot on for at least 2 weeks. When I'm shuffling around the house, that's one thing, but when I'm out doing any kind of walking of substance, it's like it's just sort of terrifying driving, because there's no movement in your foot, so you sort of have to change the way you're driving because it's with the right foot, and it's interesting. But anyways, so that's where we're at. So with that, I got a whole bunch of Christmas cards here. Excuse me. I want to let you know that I will be picking up Christmas cards today, and I'll be sending them out to you all. So I do appreciate during the holiday you guys sending me cards. It means a lot. So the first one got from April and Clayton. I'm not even going to pronounce your last name because I don't want to butcher it, but really, really neat. I always love the old like 40s and 50s international GMC type trucks. So thank you for that, and thank you for this. It's a keychain. Pretty cool. Explore more. So I'm going to pop that on my keychain. I waited till I did the video. I'm going to pop that on there. So thank you very much for that, April and Clayton, and thank you for the card. Sorry about the close-up there, too. The next card here is a Merry Christmas card as well. This is from Cherish and Joshua and Rich. So I want to say thank you for the card. I also want to say thank you for the Hawk Mountain passes. I'm going to talk to Cliff about this on Christmas, and maybe we'll head up there at some point and take advantage of that and do some videos up there for you guys. So thank you so much for the card and for the gift. Another really, really pretty card. Almost thought at first that was it's a little red home there. I almost thought it was second because we do the covered bridges every now and then. It's pretty cool, and it's got sparkly stuff on it on the snow. Pretty cool. If I can open it now. This is from Sean and Angela. Angela, thank you. As always, one of these times, we'll hopefully eventually be able to actually get together and film with you guys on your channel, Trail to the Past. And this is a personal letter, but Melinda does watch the channel, so thank you, Melinda, for the card for me and for my mom. So thank you so much, Melinda. I've known Melinda all my life. We went to school together. Good friend. Tremendous lady. And last but not least, and I think I have another card somewhere, but I've got to change my setup on where I store things, because I know there's something else out in that van. It's just a matter I got to go through everything. And last but not least, really cool card here from Kate. Kate, as always, thank you for the gift that was inside as well. It's most appreciated. Thank you for the note, and that's once again for everybody. Thank you for the notes that you put in there. They mean so much, and for the gifts and all that. So thank you for the messages as well. I've been talking to a number of you on Messenger, via email. As always, you guys keeping up with me and making sure I'm behaving, which probably getting cold this year. At least I'm not getting from some of these other Christmas characters. No new clothing. I'm getting eaten by the Yule Cat. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name again, but some sort of terrifying Christmas characters out there. But thankfully over here in America, we have pretty tame, and coal right now is probably actually a good thing. Sort of like 2x4s and plywood. You could actually invest in that and retire in a couple years. But thanks once again for coming along. As I said, we'll have another video out later today. I just got to determine what that is. I'm going to go see my mom and hit the post office and some stuff like that, and then go from there. But as always, I want to say thank you. We're doing well. Channel's continuing to grow. Be a lot of fun. And as always, we'll see you all about town.